in the battle of really reviving or really reinforcing their midfield, Arsenal have gone ahead to make contact with Amadou Onana of Everton, and they are really so much into contact. And even Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and reconfirmed that Arsenal are really interested in signing Amadou Onana, and they are still going in through to see whether he makes it to the list of midfielders that they want to sign in the summer. Welcome to Rokani Media Football, guys. Our third video of the day, and I hope you guys have had a very good day, and we are jetting into the end of the first week of April, and I think you guys are really enjoying it. But we, the Christians, are really going to be blessed with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's it. Whenever it's around the first week of April, we celebrate Easter and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. For the Muslims, they are into the holy month of Ramadan, and I would like to say to all Muslims that are watching this channel that Ramadan Kareem. Then we are going to talk about Bernd Leno, is another one that has come into the mix, talking about the 4 years he spent at Arsenal and how much they meant to him. And lastly, we're going to talk about the Arsenal loanee to Norwich, and how the manager of Norwich has gone ahead to really give Arsenal positive news about his development and progress at that championship club. Smash the like button, guys, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe, because every time you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you won't miss out on anything like a story we upload on this video. Remember, we started up with Frank Lampard, then Jesus, and now we are here with Amadou Onana. I think is a Belgium international, not so. So let's start it off with this. Metro Sport, where they first report this story, and they said Arsenal are in contact with Everton midfielder Amadou Onana over a potential transfer. Arsenal have retained their interest in Onana and have been in constant contact with the midfielder's representatives ahead of the summer transfer window. They are the first to publish this story, and people never gave it a lot of attention to detail, but when Fabrizio Romano came in through and really put out a story via the court offside that Amadou Onana is attracting interest again, as some fans ask me about reports mentioning both Chelsea and Arsenal. He was on Chelsea's list in January, but I'm not sure yet if it's something concrete for them in the summer. I think his price tag will be around 50 to 60 million pounds, meaning that Chelsea and Arsenal are really chasing in for the player known as Amadou Onana. Now, who is Amadou Onana? He plays for Everton there. He's a Belgium international, and he plays for the Belgian national team. Is it Belgium? Switzerland? Let me check here. Yeah, he's a Belgian international. So he's with the likes of Trossard and so forth. So I think it's going to be very easy for Arsenal fans to really go ahead and really tell Trossard to act as an agent to convince him, because they usually meet up at the national team duties, and they met up recently. They played 2 games, and they're going to meet up again around June, and that's going to be the right time if at all Mikel Arteta approves the signing of Amadou Onana to Arsenal. He's 21 years of age, and when you look at him, he doesn't look like his age. He looks like a person who is like 24, 25 years of age, but it shows you how physically strong he has grown into his beautiful game of football, and he has every attribute to really be a Premier League player. To me, Premier League is all about physicality. Even if you're having talent and you're not physical, that really hinders you from being prosperous in the Premier League. But Amadou Onana is physical, and I've seen him win physical battles against people like Thomas Partey, the Granit Xhakas of this world, Casemiro. I've seen him lose a battle. I've seen my Casemiro, because I support Manchester United, Casemiro lose a physical battle with lose a physical battle on Amadou Onana. Then the likes of Rodri, his work rate, Arsenal fans might really remember him very well in that game they lost 1-0 away at Goodson's Park, when he really overran Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and everyone that's playing that midfield. He was doing the dirty work and everything, and he's talented. So him being attracted to Arsenal is not by mistake. When you look at a player who is 21 years of age, who plays like Amadou Onana, it's really hard for Mikel Arteta not to take interest in that player, because his ceiling is really high. His trajectory is going high and higher every day that passes by. That is Amadou Onana. And to me, I believe he's really that kind of player who gives you the vibes of Thomas Partey. You know, he's a mixture of Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka. You know, he has the physicality, he has the drive going forward. You know, he can carry the ball through the midfield, he can assist, he can win the aerial duels. You know, he's a full package. And to me, I believe he ticks every box of Mikel Arteta. And one thing I believe that Mikel Arteta is interested into this guy is he's a player you're going to bring in at Arsenal and accepts to play off the bench. You know, he's not going to be asking in for more time, for playing time every time. You know, he'll be okay with the playing time he's going to be getting at Arsenal, and he won't really go all out and really be like likes of Kientianis, you know, which other player? The Edin Ketias, you know, they are those players that will keep knocking on the door of Mikel Arteta, please, I want playing time. I came here, you promised me playing time. And I think he will accept that I'm into that developmental structure. And I think he's that kind of player that will not really cause a lot of mayhem into the dressing room, because he's willing to learn. You get? He's willing to learn from Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and Jorginho. But this takes us to a level that Arsenal are interested in signing two midfielders. You know, a CDM and another box-to-box midfielder that does the Granit Xhaka role. And if at all you are looking for a Granit Xhaka backup or replacement, all understudy, I believe Amadou Onana ticks all the boxes. That's it, because he has the energy that Granit Xhaka has, and he's more technically gifted than Granit Xhaka, according to me. But my worry is the amount of money that Everton have gone ahead to put onto his the amount of money Everton have gone ahead to put onto his head to come to Arsenal. Because when you look at Everton, they are not. They're one of those teams that are really fighting to escape relegation. They are 16th, and they have played 29 games with 27 points, meaning that in the last 9 games they have to compete with the likes of Southampton, Leicester City, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. There is West Ham, and there is even Wolverhampton Wanderers, and there is Leeds. And now, for the very first time, you know, in history, the last 8 teams, the last 9 teams, you know, can both get relegated. That's it. They can all get relegated, and that shows you how competitive it's going to be. And now, if Everton stays, they'll call for 60 to 50 million pounds. Sorry, 50 to 60 million pounds. If at all they are relegated, I think they'll go for like 30 million pounds and really sell in the player. And if at all you're an Arsenal fan, you'll be crossing your hands for Onana to get for Everton to get relegated, such that you can get your man. That is Onana. But to me, I see him as a perfect player that Mikel Arteta can develop into one of those players that is going to go ahead and really prove other people wrong. And Mikel Arteta is going ahead to prove to us that he has signed players from teams that are really below Arsenal. They've gone ahead and really thrived. The most surprising of all is Aaron Ramsdale. Do you know that Aaron Ramsdale was signed as a championship goalkeeper? He was playing for Sheffield. You go? And he signed him, and now he's really among the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Look at Ben White. He was playing at Brighton. I think Brighton were playing their first season in the Premier League. Not so. Look at Leandro Trossard. You know, he's really making things happen at Arsenal. You know, so I believe he has proven to us that he can get in those players and obviously improve them. And I think Onana cannot say no to Arsenal, provided Arsenal meets the price of what Everton is wanting. But remember, Arsenal is also in need of Caicedo and Declan Rice are being needed as CDMs, though Caicedo can play as an 8, you know. So to me, I look at Onana as one of those players that has been put into the spotlight to come in as a backup for Granit Xhaka, because he's aging and he made 31 years, I think, last month. That is Granit Xhaka for you. Now, leaving the story of Amadou Onana there, let's go to Bernd Leno. He was at Arsenal for 4 years and was going to reveal to us the following before he left Arsenal. He said, I had 4 years at Arsenal. I still have a lot of friends in the team, and I had a very good connection with the fans. Even in difficult moments, they supported me. Even now, when I go to the city, a lot of Arsenal fans come and say thank you for your services, and it shows how good he was. Then he said last year was difficult at Arsenal, but in general the time was very, very good and very nice, not only for my career but for my life as well. Now, for a player to cross and leave Arsenal and the fans stay so much in love with you, it just shows how much you meant to the fans. He caught the hearts of most of the Arsenal fans, and to me, they'll never hate him because he never disappointed them in any game. But Emiliano Martinez coming in through after he got an injury, that is Bernd Leno, I mean, just went ahead to expose him a lot. You know that very well. When Emiliano Martinez came in through, he really played very well, and Mikel Arteta got to know that maybe Bernd Leno shouldn't be the goalkeeper that I need at Arsenal, because if you're talking about ball distribution, Bernd Leno was good at ball distribution. He's a very good shot stopper, but Arteta wanted a player that maybe is that age of 20, 21, like Aaron Ramsdale, that can go ahead and really grow with his squad, so it that he doesn't really get problems in future. For me, I've been supporting Manchester United for so long. When Peter Schmeichel left Manchester United, we suffered to replace Peter Schmeichel. It needed United to go on and really get in Edwin van der Sar to really go ahead and capitalize onto that. Fabian Barthez came in, he flopped. There came in Caro, he also flopped. Howard, the team, also flopped. You get? So, until when Sir Alex Ferguson went in for Edwin van der Sar from he was a goalkeeper of Fulham by that time. He signed him, and everything really changed at Manchester United. Now, after Van der Sar went, we suffered a lot. Ben Foster, which other player, until David De Gea came in through. And even David De Gea, it took him close to 1 or 2 seasons to really get into the right foot to be into, the right position to fulfill or to fall the foot or the big foot left in by Edwin van der Sar. So I think Mikel Arteta just recognized that I just need to find myself a goalkeeper who is really going to be in that age and grow with my team. Because when you look at Aaron Ramsdale, he told us yesterday that he wants to be at Arsenal for 15 years, and he's going to be there for all of those years, because I don't see him capitulating. He won't crumble because he's still young and he's still ambitious to really reach the heights that he really wants to be on as a player of Arsenal. So Bernd Leno is loved for that he was just displaced because of a decision made by the manager, but not because of his quality that he let Arsenal down. He never let Arsenal down. And I think him talking about the other year being different, it's because Ramsdale came in through, and obviously he found himself on the bench until the end of the season, and he was not playing any game for Arsenal. And every player who is really ambitious would like to be playing every game, and that's why he went to Fulham, and Arsenal got close to £8 million from the sale of him to Fulham. Now, let's go to the Marquinhos guy that Arsenal signed from Sao Paulo in the summer. His manager at Norwich has gone ahead and revealed to us the current situation in which he's in at the club of Norwich. Remember, on his debut, he scored 1 goal and really made an assist, as he did on his debut for Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal were playing Zurich. He created an assist for Edin Nketiah and again scored a goal. Now the manager, David Garner, has told us that he's a very good boy. He always has a smile on his face. He settled into the group here very well. You can feel it. You can see that his curve is going upwards for sure. That is Marquinhos for you. And I believe that Marquinhos was signed as a one for the future, because he's talented, but he needs playing time. And him playing in the reserves of Arsenal was seen by Edu and Arteta with the entire technical team of Arsenal that it won't help him. The best thing that helped him thrive and really come back and compete at Arsenal was to let him go into the Championship, because the Championship is almost like the Premier League. If you can thrive in the Championship, 100% you can come in through and thrive into the Premier League because of the physicality. Very many players have come in the Premier League and failed to thrive. Do you know why? It's because of the physicality. But obviously, Fatoli can handle the physicality and the decision making and being quick at thinking and playing that ball, then you can thrive. I think that's why the boy was really sent that side, and obviously he's performing very well for me. When you look at Norwich, let me see. When you look at Norwich and Marquinhos, he's not really disappointing them. He has gone ahead to play 6 games for Norwich, scored 1 goal and made 1 assist. It shows you that he's trying to fight a lot and really coming through into the team of Norwich. And I think he'll get there slowly by slowly, because Norwich has played how many games out of the 46 games they're supposed to play? Norwich, where are you? Norwich is 7th, and they are left with 7 games to go. They might find themselves even promoted in the Premier League if at all they really win, because if they manage to go 6th, that means they'll go in the playoff. That's it. So as it stands, they're having 57 points. So you never know what's going to happen in there for you. And Marquinhos might find himself playing in the playoffs of those that are competing in or fighting in to come to play into the Premier League. So guys, thank you very much for watching it through. Rokani David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hereby welcome your comments in the comment section below about Arsenal being in contact with Amadou Onana. Would you sanction that to happen? Then afterwards, let me have a say onto the Bernd Leno comments on Arsenal and how Marquinhos is thriving down at Norwich, as confirmed to us by his coach of Norwich. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. There's one more video left. We are going to return in like 3 hours. Don't forget to really subscribe and obviously hit the notification bell after subscribing. Rokani David remains my name. So guys, for now, let's call it quits, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, Ramadan Karim. I'm out. Bye bye.